Hey guys, welcome back. Like, I don't know what to say. Just a hard start.
Hard start.
And oh goodness. My Camp Flogna 23 Carnival Hyper Hydro Flask hit the mic.
Oh no,
Camp Flogna.
Oh no. Is anyone selling tickets, by the way? Because I'm just like talk about like using your platform for good. If anyone is selling a VIP ticket, or if you like work in PR, you know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead and let us know, because unfortunately, like, we have to be there, or else, like, I think time would actually stop. And that's just up to y'all. Like, no pressure.
No pressure.
But like, I do think that something catastrophic would happen if we weren't.
Yeah, and like God told me that like if you guys don't bring me, then they're gonna like keep eating the dogs and cats.
Yeah,
so.
like, no, exactly. So just no pressure or anything.
But
anyway, hey guys, yeah, bitch, I'm literally like, guys, and can we talk about how mental illness is rampant in the streets? Like, I just have to like literally. If we're gonna be like real as fuck,
get real as
like
fuck.
on the real as fuck scale, I'm just like, guys, your girl's been real mentally ill lately.
Wait, let's talk about it.
And I fear it's also giving, like, it's on the back to, you know, because I didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. I'm very much within the context of, and I fear, you know, y'all know I be talking about on the pod, like, I'm literally like coming off the back of being overworked, coming off the back of Mercury retrograde, which we will be talking about in our Patreon. Literally like not spending any time by myself, like hella just everywhere, everything all the time. So whatever anxiety is going on is also on the back of, like, you know what I mean? Like the things that be. So it's not just like whatever. But bitch, goddamn. Like, I've just been feeling it lately. If we really want to be like real as shit, like, I'm just like, guys, being on the internet is fucking hard. Am I allowed to say it?
Who are you literally telling?
No,
brother?
I know. Like, on some real shit.
Literally, it's so crazy because the other day I was like talking to Maya. Like, I literally had like one tear in my eye, like trying to hold that bitch in, like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah.
Like, suck it back in. Suck that tear back in. But like, I was just, obviously I clean up our social media a lot just because Instagram Reels, for whatever reason, is
actually
like,
horrible.
I don't even know like who the fuck like those people are. Like, I'm just like, I've never heard such horrible, terrible words in my whole entire life.
Actually.
And just in general, and I feel like it's really hard to exist in the context of this world.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, even the other day, I probably spent like an hour or two just kind of like cleaning everything up, like just making sure it's like a happy, healthy place. And once I was done, I was dead ass like, nah, like, y'all literally about to have me come on here, plastic surgery, like, hey.
No, and we like had this conversation of just like getting somebody to run our socials. And here's the thing too. Okay, and do you guys mind if we really spill? Because this is giving like, we're on the cusp of, I feel like this is going to turn into like an entire spill real quick.
Oh,
I'm like, are we okay?
Yeah.
Like, are we good with that? Okay, well, let's find out. But, you know, we come to y'all real and raw. And I feel like this is like the back end too, is I'm like, if we're going to be real, like, let's be like hella real. But we were talking the other day, and during this Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs session, I was telling Dom, I'm like, girl, like, we need to get you off. We need to get you off the iPad. Because the thing too is like, I think right now we're kind of at this, not to get meta as fuck, like on some like commenting on what we're currently producing type shit. But like, I think we're at this cusp now where it's like, obviously like when we started this, our heart and our head was very much just on some like, bitch, like, we don't fucking know, like, we just geeing, like, we hella just girls. And also I will say too, like, I pulled up this morning, like, being like, bitch, like, hella cloud over my head. And then I like walked in the living room and I was like, like, you know what I mean? Because this is like real as fuck.
This
like,
is what it's
this
all
part
about.
of the process is literally like, bitch, like, I'm in here with my slides, like, we're keying, and that shit literally had me feeling like, bitch, feel the rain on my skin, like I'm back. But now that we're talking about it, I'm just like, I do think we're at like a cusp now where it's like, we started this hella like not knowing what to expect, like very much just like we're keying, like it's hella like real, hella like hashtag grassroots, like hella like we're running everything, like we're doing everything ourselves. And like now we're at this cusp to where I'm like, okay, now we're like getting so much like feedback, which all of this, none of this voids like how fucking grateful I, and I'm sure you would say like we both are, that like bitches like actually key with us. Like I'm literally gagged. Like I don't think we even like expected like any, like we were literally just like
No.
shooting blanks, like
No,
on some
we
just
were
like
dead
we have
ass,
fun
like
talking.
the two girls who were like, we're gonna start.
Yeah, like
they're
hella,
gonna
we were
start a
like, our
podcast.
friends might listen, period, and that's cool, like whatever.
Yeah.
But like now I think we're at the cusp of like, okay, like we're getting so much more like reception and like feedback than we thought, that we're like, oh shit, like Dom literally reading 1,000 fucking comments and half of them being like women should die. I'm like, oh, okay, period. Like
No, literally.
that can't be healthy.
No, literally.
It can't be healthy.
Yeah, or just like, I don't know. And it can't be healthy. And I think also just like, no one's supposed to hear, like, no one is supposed to fucking see or like hear people talk about like what you look like, or I don't know. It's like really hard because I've been on the internet for like, I've been doing social media for like 4 years now. And I feel like this has been so much different. Like if someone were to go, you know, because I do like lifestyle content on social media for like my own personal page, and someone would be like, your outfit's ugly or you're fat, I'm like, okay, fucking A, fuck you, B, get creative. Now, now when people like comment or like say things about us, it feels a lot more personal because this is like who I actually am. Like if you're literally gonna like meet me on the street, like the way I act on this podcast, the exact same way that I act like in real life. And obviously like we spend a lot of time like sharing with you guys and like talking. And I think that like it feels a lot more personal for someone to come for us or attack us. And you know what I mean? Like for me, that feels like a direct attack on like who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And that just like hurts because at the end of the day, even though I am like, I preach like, I'm fucking fuck you, bitch. Like, which is true. Okay. She got that dog in her. On the other end too, like I think that like I do have to like be real about a level of sensitivity.
Absolutely.
And it's like if enough people, you know what I mean? Like if you see like 50 comments in a row of someone being like, oh, like you are the ugliest fucking wench I've ever seen, you for like 30 seconds might be like, wait.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I'm not even, and we're figuring it out, but I'm heavy on the like, specifically that direct line of contact, like it's not tea, because I'm like, even if it's not like conscious, it's subconscious. Yeah. And I think it's true, like we just as humans are like not built to like get so much feedback on like who we are, and I totally agree with the fact that like, you know, I keep saying I'm like very new to this, so our opinions are like our ways of processing this are different. But I think there's also like hella things that are like really similar, obviously, because we're having the same experience in a lot of ways, in some ways. But like that aspect of like we literally be pulling up G star motherfucking raw, like I be on this bitch literally just like talking to my other bestie in the room, like literally just like vibing. And when people are like, "What is she saying? Like, what does she mean by that?" I'm literally like, oh my God, like you know what I mean? Like it's hella like, oh shit, like, oh, I'm just hella like being for real. And also the back end of this that's been like kicking my motherfucking ass, Tina, bro. And I'm currently like getting back and I'm searching for a therapist again. We're getting ahead of it. Like mental health is important. Please take care of yourself. But I think the back end of it too is like, I just feel like, and right now it's still kind of chill. The community is very tight. Like I'm not literally like Lady Gaga. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not literally like walking outside like, guys, be quiet. Like, hey, hush, they had to close McDonald's, like whatever, which, okay, well anyway, but I think like the back end of that is like just on some real shit. I'm realizing like how much, I was talking to Faith about this the other day. We got coffee and like, she phrased it as like radical self-acceptance you need, like not just self-acceptance, not just like self-confidence. Cause I was saying to her too, like I would have told anyone before this, like I'm really comfortable in who I am. I might not be the most confident. I'm working on, I've been very much working before we started the pod on like having better self-talk and like being better, whatever. And like feeling more like quote unquote confident. But I've always been somebody who's like very fucking comfortable, like very like, this is just who I am. Like this is how I show up. Like I try to lead with love. I try to do my best. That's all I can do. Like that's been very that. But like, it's like, like you need just such a heavy on radical sense of self love and acceptance to like, even whether like good reception. Because what I was gonna say is, goddamn, the ADHD is kicking my ass. What I was gonna say is like, I think the back end too is like, yeah, the hate comments are hard, but like personally, I've also been like struggling just like in general. Like, I'm so great. I know it's we. I try not to speak for other people, but I know that this is true, that we are literally so fucking grateful. Like, literally every person that we've met in person, like shout out all the homies we met at Lava, like y'all are hella cool. Like I'm literally like, oh my God, you guys are so cool. Like our community so far is like so sweet, so nice. Like I'm so grateful that y'all are rocking with us, and this ain't about y'all, this about me. And I'm just being honest. Like I just need to get this off my chest, like fucking Fleabag style real quick. But like on some like real shit, it's like hard too, because I think we have all these people being like, oh my God, like I love you, like I'm so obsessed with you, like you guys are so sick, da 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 da. And I'm literally like, guys, thank you so much. But does she believe that? Is what's fucking me up. And like Faith clocked me the other day when we were talking about this, because she was just like, girl, like with anything, like not, and I think that's also why I'm like, we might as well spill about everything, because I don't know how this relates to other people, but like I think this is like a really concentrated version of this idea for us, and it's like a really specific way of like feeling it and of it manifesting. But Faith was like, it's like that thing where things are going like really well, you know, and then all of a sudden you're like feeling really like anxious and really kind of just like bad about it going well, because you feel like not deserving, you know what I mean?
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, and I think that's been like the tea for me lately, is I'm really like grateful for everyone. And again, like I literally walked in this bitch and I literally was like, oh girl, period. Like,
yeah,
you know, we haven't filmed for like a week and a half, so I've had a little bit to like ruminate type shit amongst, again, other things going on. I have like other shit that's like stressing me out, but like I think that's something that, yeah, I'm just like catching up with, and I just want to be honest on some real shit. Like I'm definitely feeling like I'm just feeling hella human, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird.
Yeah. I think like also like, for example, like when I first started social media, I remember feeling imposter syndrome so much. Like people would just be like, oh my gosh, like this is incredible, this changed my life. And I'm like, how? Like, you know, I'm like, or I would just be like, are they sure that like this, I don't know. Like, I think that's such an interesting feeling to feel. And
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I do think that it takes a level of like faking it till you make it. But, and you know, like kind of like accepting it, but also riding the wave of feeling it as well.
Yeah.
Because like the reality is that I think as we continue to like move and grow, like not just in this, but like in our own lives, there's going to be times where we truly don't understand how we're at where we're at.
Yeah, totally.
But yet we're there.
Totally.
So it's like, in a sense, it's like making peace with the fact, well, it's like, okay, well, this is the reality. Yes, and also it's really overwhelming too. That's just the real tea. It's like, it's really overwhelming. It's, I don't know. It's not a normal experience. And this is what I always tell people too, when I like talk to people who are just like having a hard time, like just being online or whatever the case is. There's no guidebook. Like, I mean, maybe now in college, like in marketing, they do like social media, or right? Like probably. But I'm like, there's no like physical book, right? There's no like like there's nothing you can take that's going to be like, this is how you navigate this. Like it just doesn't exist, because there's no right or wrong answer. It's nuanced. Like people can give you advice, but everything is like different, and it's so it's such a unique experience. And so like it's one of those things where it's like really complicated and hard to navigate, but you're 100% valid for feeling that way, because I think it's just kind of one of those things that like, especially when you're just like, you're tired, you're overworked, life's happening. And then it feels like when you open your phone, there's like this like hovering, like, at least that's how I feel. I feel like there's this hovering dragon, or like I'm just like, it's like this hovering thing in the back, like here, like it's just like right here, always like in my peripheral, where I'm like, okay.
No, and that's so real. And I think it's like so interesting. And once again, just spilling to spill. Like, I don't know if anyone like relates to this in any like kind of way. That's so motherfucking real. And Dom wants to tell you, like, as things have been getting, I guess just like as I'm like actually starting to feel like visible in some ways, like it's such a like weird feeling that I'm like genuinely not used to. But Dawn will tell you, I've literally been going to her. Like, I think it's one of the ways that the anxiety's been manifesting is I'm literally genuinely going through my entire past like a playbook, which is so like. I'm also saying this out loud because the back end to this is like, if my friend told me to do this, or if one of y'all was like telling us this, I would literally be like, stop. Like literally stop. But Dawn will tell you, I literally came to her and I was like, oh my God. And like, what if this person's like mad at me for this thing that I did like a long time ago? Or like, what if hold on. Because y'all know how every episode, this one, the one who sits on, I don't know, what am I on to y'all? The left? Like, I don't know, or the right. I forgot if it's flipped. Like the bitch that sits in this chair literally be like, self-acceptance, guys, like da-da-da-da-da. Oh shit, practice what you preach, babe. Because I'm like, the second like people are literally like, I love you guys. Like, you guys are literally the best people ever. I'm literally like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm literally just a girl who also like learned things and is like growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like for some reason the looming like, okay. And also everything, you know, everything within the context of, because I'm also overachiever Barbie. Like, I'm also like have to be the best Barbie in other ways. So this is manifesting here too, probably. But like, I just be like, like I'm feeling like for the first time in my life, I'm feeling like this pressure to be like perfect, like quote unquote perfect.
Yeah.
And it's like bleeding into like, you know, obviously all that we have is our own like experiences and like, you know, who we are. So I'm literally sitting in my room, like red tape, like, okay, this time that I fucked up and like this time maybe I hurt this person, like da-da-da, like I'm da-da-da. That's been my tea lately. And it's literally giving like, guys, all I can do is pledge to y'all that I'm being the best person that I can be every day. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit.
I think that like no one talks about that aspect of like being online. Like I feel as though my friends who I've like talked to about that, I think that's definitely a symptom of like, haha, hey, welcome to the game. Because like I feel like in therapy, like that is dead ass. Like I'll talk about boys for like 10 minutes, but then like for the rest of the time, I'll literally like, diva, I dead ass, like, I feel like I'm not doing enough, or if I'm doing something, like, I feel like it's not good enough. Like, those are just, like, the ruminations that I personally have. Mm-hmm. And I think, like, honestly, it's so annoying, but the only way to really, like, surpass that is, like, letting go.
Yeah.
But that is like a whole other ritual of acceptance in and of itself of like,
totally.
Instead of like gripping everything so motherfucking tight, just like letting go and trusting. I was literally talking to Sal about this like in the car the other day. Cause I was saying like, I feel like personally I'm going through like a bit of a renaissance. Like I feel like the podcast has given me like so much purpose and so much happiness. Like I just love it so much. Like it's literally my favorite thing ever. And while like that's existing, I feel like I'm finding myself like here and like how that makes me exist in the world while also struggling with like, okay, well, what does that mean for like my personal brand or like whatever, you know what I mean?
Totally.
And all that to say like, and I think earlier me used to really try, I used to always say this to my therapist and sometimes I still do, but now I can talk myself out of it. Mm-hmm. But I would always say like, I feel as though everyone knows something that I don't know.
Right.
Like,
right.
Like I would always just be like, did someone like take a course or like, did they learn something growing up? Or I just feel like I'm missing something that everyone else knows. And it makes me feel as though I'm doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
And that's obviously not the case. Like we're all just in our own ways, like faking it till we make it. And
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
totally.
in our own ways, and we're just like making it seem like everything's really good.
Yeah, totally.
And I think like what comes with that is instead of, you know, being like, oh God, like what's the answer? What's the answer to the equation? I'm like, bitch, Mean Girls, the answer does like
the limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist.
Totally,
like the answer does not exist. Like the answer is to literally just like let go and let God. Dead
no, and that's so real.
Ass, like dead ass. Because
that's
it's
so
like
real.
At the end of the day, all we have is ourselves. All we have is like our legacy, whatever you want that to be. And I think sometimes you just gotta literally like, instead of physically like,
yeah,
oh God, I'm just like, And the chips may where they fall.
No, that's hella fucking real. And I'm like, obviously, like very differentiated me. I'm like, yes, like all of that totally makes sense. It's just been like fucking real, like putting that in practice. And obviously, I think like, well, I don't know if I would say this for you too, but I definitely am like, bitch, inside. That's why a motherfucker was literally an inside out too, like literally bawling my eyes out because I'm like, and nobody wants to talk about Miss Anxiety, like, and how she just pulls up crazy mode. Like, I'm also somebody too who I think like I'm starting to realize as I become more aware of myself, like how all of the systems are in play to like make sure I don't feel anxious through like really specific things, mainly being like control core. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's why I feel like we're on this really interesting precipice where it's like at the jump we're hella in control of everything, like in some ways, or just like the energy we knew what to expect. And like now it's like with much like gratitude and genuinely like so humbled, it's like becoming something more than us in a way. Like,
yeah, and we're not having as much
control. We're not having control, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I'm like, at the end of the day, like genuinely this whole thing isn't even really, at least in my eyes, like it's not even really about us. Like it's like us, but it's like,
bigger.
Bitch, like it's bigger in some ways. Like if there's literally one bitch that looks like me that was like, wait, that bitch like talks out loud, I should also talk out loud, I would literally be like, bitch, like on one knee, like we did our job, like we good type shit. But yeah, no, I'm like, that's just like the honesty. And I wanted to get that off my chest on some like, you know, if we gonna be real about women's rights and women's lows type shit, like women's highs and women's lows, you know?
Women's highs and women's lows. I mean, like you're 110% like valid in how you feel. It's not really a normal experience. I think like even just now we're starting to understand in some ways the gravity of like what this is. And like, I think like, you know, in 20 years there'll be studies of this shit, but like, you know, like everything's valid because no one knows how to handle any of this. So I don't know. Yeah. Just know that I got you, dog. And
same, of course.
And like, you know, you feel however the fuck you want. Like take whatever you want from that. Release control. Don't release control. I don't really give a fuck.
No, it's heavy giving release control, and like I'm finna get back in therapy. Like we're gonna get ahead of it. You know
I think that definitely helps too. Like having someone who's completely, for the most part, unbiased. Like
for the most part,
dead ass. My therapist be fucking like reading me crazy. Like I'll come in there like, babe, you will not believe what happened. Like XYZ QRST.
Yeah.
This bitch gonna sit here and be like, really? Mama, do you want to keep your job?
Yes
Yay
or no?
Motherfucking nay.
Yes or no?
Speak
yes
now
or no?
Or hold your peace because
no?
you're pissing me off.
No, absolutely.
What do you mean? What do you mean
therapy.
really? What do you mean? I mean, that's your assumption of the situation. Oh, now it's
assumptions.
Me, assumption.
Now it's assumptions.
Assumption is this, assumption that. We'll all give you something to assume. No, I'm just kidding.
No, and
that's literally my diva. But I'd be sitting in there like, okay. Well,
no, and I miss a therapy read. Like I really miss a therapy read. So we gonna see. I'm like, we gonna see when that pops off because it's been fucking real. Also, I don't know why lately I've literally been like cringe fucking shame Barbie too. Like that's a whole other. I think those things are connected. They're connected for sure.
Yeah.
But like I just said, like I've literally been running like for some reason and Dawn will tell you like I literally have been bringing up random ass shit from 5 years ago. Like, like what? That pipeline? Just have to say out loud, I don't even fucking claim like. And if you would have known me like 3 years ago. Again, before I think this has a lot to do with just like all of a sudden feeling like, I don't know, like hella having like to look at myself for some reason in like a crazy way that I can't like fucking explain, but maybe like Mark Zuckerberg could, like, I don't know. But like, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I'm literally no regrets, like spelled wrong, like across my chest. Like regrets, I'm literally like no regrets Barbie. I've always been no regrets Barbie. Like I've always been like, there's nothing to be, unless you actively go out to like hurt somebody or to like, you know, fuck up somebody feng shui, there's nothing to be like ashamed about, like, because we're all just like literally learning, you know what I mean? Like when I have friends who come to me like, oh my God, and I did this and I like fucked up. I'm like, hey, and it's okay. Like you learned, you know, you move forward, you whatever. I don't know what happened when literally a new Inside Out bitch came in with like suitcases and their name was Shame. I've literally been like, oh, like I'm like, no way, like no way. And it's also just crazy because like, I think there's two things here. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'll get off my fucking like daughter ass soapbox. But there's two things I would say, which is one, I connect this to like being online all of a sudden because I do think that like, obviously it's clinically proven that like your subconscious is like 80-90% of your brain. Like you might not feel it, but it's like literally like making your belief system. It's like telling you all these things, whatever. And I just fear like as a culture and just the way that this me too, okay? I spend hours watching like YouTube hit pieces, like hella just whatever, just being like, oh, just like kiki, cool, whatever. Then she gets surprised when she starts talking on the internet and all of a sudden I'm like, have I done everything? Did I rob a bank? Be serious. Like I'm literally like, what have I done that I'm ashamed of? Like what have I done that I'm ashamed of?
Yeah.
Calm down. Yeah. Like literally calm down, but that's literally like my subconscious because I fear culturally like I was watching this TikTok. Sorry, guys, I'll shut the fuck up after this. I was watching this TikTok that was talking about, and she was watching a TikTok. Like, when I can release myself from the shackles, we gonna be so good. I was watching this TikTok that was talking about how, like, media now hella mirrors, like, mass media back then. And, like, we talk all this shit about, like, 2000s tabloids. And, like, they were so hurtful and they were so problematic. And we used to be ga, when we're literally doing the same shit. Because, you know, like, negativity and, like, things like that are always going to garner like attention and clicks and like blah, blah, blah and how whatever. And I'm just like, guys, culturally, like I don't know how else to describe it other than like literally the new emotion of shame that literally has been in the back, like building a house. And by the time I saw it, I was like, damn, bitch, like you built this shit out. Like you built this shit out and it literally has like a den too. I'm like, oh, okay, period. Yeah. Just know we gonna figure that out. But it's been tea. Well,
yeah. I mean, like, again, like, going back to my OG point, which is, like, yeah, you have hella eyes on you, like, out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, oh, my God, this is random, but, like, we almost patched the Bechdel test. What's that? Bechdel? I don't know. That shit where, like, if you talk about... talking about like dating or something, like two girls like talking about like a man or whatever.
Well, I'm like, wait, we got like 30 minutes left. Like,
yeah. I was like, we were close, you know. We had a good run, didn't we?
No way, we kind of tore that.
Well, now I'm breaking it.
Okay, well, period.
But it relates to my point in which, like, if I go out with a guy, we like end up talking for a long time, or like just go out with someone, we end up talking for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, like they ask for my social media, I will nuke that hoe.
Yeah,
like,
real bad.
Literally nuke that hoe. And then I'll look back after that person, like I'm done talking to them, and I'll be like, that is so ghetto. That is so ghetto. But it's just like, again, like it goes back to the fact that like the being perceived, it's the same way where if I like start talking to someone, I fucking hate when they ask for my Instagram, because it's like, you can perceive me in a different way, in the way that you probably haven't posted in like 5 years.
Yeah.
I post like a couple times a week.
Yeah.
You know, and every day on my goddamn story, you literally know what I ate for BLD. You know what I mean?
No, type shit.
So
that's so real.
It's just like that level of being perceived is really, 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 really ghetto.
Yeah, it's like fucking, that's a really good way to put it. Because I think at the end of the day, what it's giving is like, now that, and even from the jump, like when we were even talking about this podcast, I was telling Dom, like, bitch, I literally like never want to be perceived. And I'm feeling it now, which is okay. I'm like, it's, you know, everything costs something. Like we have like, we good. Like I'm in this chair, I'm comfortable. Yeah. At the end of the day, like no shade. But like, it's definitely giving, now that I hear you say that, like what it's really giving is like, now that we're being perceived, I'm like, I feel like now there's like a whole other voice in my head that's like almost like retroactively perceiving like everything I've ever done. And I'm literally like, oh, and see how I was like chill with it, like literally a couple months ago. And now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, were you fucking with me when I wore that outfit? Yes or no? Like back when I was literally 12. And that's what the crazy thing is too. I'm literally looking at our timer, like, give me 45 seconds and then we go move on. That's the crazy thing about it too, is like, I think culturally, to my young divas out there who watch us, like I think culturally we are in a time where we see like time and time again, like people being like genuinely like bashed and like tore down for things that they may have like done or said when they were kids. This might be a hot take. I don't think it is though. Like, you know, at the end of the day, for me in my house, depending on the thing, because if you were a kid who literally like murdered a family of 4, I ain't talking to you. But like at the end of the day, it's like genuinely, guys, even now, I think there's so much room and we have to allow ourselves grace to like literally learn things every day and literally try. And I think right now we're kind of in this era where everything is telling us that we need to be like perfect. We need to know everything. We can't fuck up, like don't fuck up, like da-da-da-da-da type shit. And it's like so interesting because then I'll like look at things that happened like 5 or 6 years ago with the lens of a 25-year-old, like you dumbass bitch. Hold on. Because, babe, she was literally 20 with a dream and like a Louboutin on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
walk a mile in my Louboutin.
And I think it's hella just giving, again, like the idea of like radical self-acceptance. And I hope any of that is like fruitful for anybody and like any kind of like variation. Because obviously we're talking about kind of like a really specific way of it manifesting. But I think at the end of the day, like just know that I'm personally putting into practice like self-acceptance and like remembering that I'm literally just a girl who like has always just been like trying her best, you know, and like
and that's
all we can do.
Exactly, that's all we can do. And like at the end of the day, you have to be able to sit with yourself. Fuck the noise. Literally,
it's giving fuck the noise.
It's giving fuck the noise.
Real bad.
And that's like all we can really say.
I've been like in the noise, and I'm like, and see how I haven't said fuck the noise in like 3 weeks. I'm like, because the noise has been like, hey, I'm like, hey.
No, I know, and this is so funny that this is like. I remember, like, I don't even remember. We posted something. It went, like, low-key, like, kind of viral. And like, for whatever reason, like, random men were finding it and literally saying, like, just horrible shit about me. Like, I was like, brother, I don't even fucking know you from, like, you have 3 daughters. Like, they're gonna... Anyways, so they're gonna hate your ass real fucking bad. But I literally remember like thinking like about all these things and like I kind of went on this like spiral of like, damn, da da da. And then I literally was like, then I like started crying and I was just like, you know what? I said, fuck the noise. I'ma keep doing me dough.
No,
and
real
like,
bad.
At the end of the day, like if there's anything that we can talk into a circle and like, and that's like really what you need to do at the end of the day when you're feeling that way. It's just like literally talk it out to a place where like you can come back to yourself and be like, fucking period.
No, real bad.
And fucking fuck the fucking noise.
Real
bitch.
bad. No, heavy on that. And I just want y'all to know, like, no shade, but if for personally, for like my longevity, because love the pod, like love doing this, like love keying. But just so y'all know, like for my longevity type shit, if we're gonna keep this up, like give me 6 months, I'm gonna be a practicing monk. Like I just want y'all to know that because I feel like the more perception there is, like genuinely, I'm like, guys, I have to delete everything and like put my toes in the grass or else I'm about to start coming on the pod like,
girl, why do you think I'm in my fucking beach era?
No, hella bad, bro.
Like, why do you think I literally be driving an hour out to literally go, like, sit like this in the fucking ocean?
No, because we went swimming. I'm like, okay, anyway. We literally went swimming. Thank you for showing the beach. Amazing beach. Not going to dox it, obviously. And also, it's just giving, like, out in Alaica, babe, if I tried to swim in, like, the most popular beaches, like, I would actually come out a mermaid. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, that I would literally never... And actually, let me not write no hit pieces because I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to talk shit on anything I haven't done. I was about to make a list of beaches I wouldn't swim in, but I don't know. Because, you know, we might have some locals that are like, that's actually really good water. I don't know. But just know that I'm personally a little scared. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little nervous. Haven't swum in a beach at all since I've lived here. Until Dom flew me out to the beach and I put my fucking body in God's motherfucking breath, ho! Literally entrenched myself in God's bosom. And I was like, and for an hour... the noise is literally fucked. Like, is literally fucked. Like, this is what we were supposed to do. Like, I should not be watching a presidential debate as a 25-year-old. I was supposed to, like, eat grape and swim. Like, that's literally what I was supposed to do.
No.
Did y'all know that? Did you know?
I swear to God, my friend put me onto this beach, and we went for her birthday. I took 2 fucking shrooms, took a hit the microdose,
Hit the micro.
got in that goddamn water, and literally was like, what the fuck is the yap about? I literally was like,
What the fuck is the yap
what
about?
the fuck is the yap about? Got out of the water, watched my friend swimming, fucking busted, like broke down crying on some life is so goddamn beautiful type shit. The birds, I swear to God, shit was out of a fucking movie, bro.
No boots.
These birds were just like perfectly flying like in a triangle. And there was like the cliffs of Dover. And I was like, holy God, holy macaroni. Are you guys being motherfucking
Are you being serious?
for real?
Are you being serious?
Are you being serious? Are you being for real? Because that is dead ass the most beautiful shit I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And if that doesn't give you a will and a reason to live, then I don't fucking know
Then you're
what
cooked.
is.
Then you're
I don't know
cooked.
what is. Literally, I was like, the white people who live by the beach and don't believe in like mental illness and shit.
Why? Let me ask you this.
Low-key?
Why would they?
Low-key?
Why would they?
Low-key?
Why would they?
Low-key? I'm with you.
Because if I woke up in the morning and had a granola and acai fucking smoothie bowl with fresh bananas, literally walked onto my porch and let the sea breeze hit my fucking face, I would literally be like, what are you guys complaining about?
And then got on my electric bike, rode down to the beach, and went for a fucking dip in God's creation.
I would literally be apolitical. Like, I would literally be like, what
nah,
are you guys, like,
political,
what?
not really affiliated with anything. Like, this is my affiliation.
It's just me and bro. Like, that's just me and bro. Like,
shock is my affiliation. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
no, real bad.
like pray for surf
And
type shit would
and
be
just-
everywhere in my house.
Never forget to touch the grass, the sand. Just look up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Because even talking about it, I'm like,
That shit, guys, I've been running that beach back as fuck.
As you should.
And I'm just trying to savor every moment in it because that shit healed me so bad that I was like, wait, guys, the key, we need, get some mushrooms,
Yeah.
get your best friends, and get in that motherfucking ocean.
No, real bad. And you're so real.
And you know what? Not everyone has the ocean.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know,
So
look up
get
in the
outside,
sky.
get outside,
Look up in the sky.
get in a river,
Touch some grass.
touch some grass.
You know what I mean? Like, feel the vibe.
Get in a
for
swimming
sure.
pool. Shit, that would do it for me.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait for society to collapse. Like, I'm so overworking and shit. Like, I'm like, there's just no way that like y'all literally looked at Earth and what it had and decided that we should like build and drive car. Like, I just like genuinely don't even like. I just don't
Y'all
even
literally
understand how we
looked
got
at
here.
Earth and was like, Goldman Sachs.
No.
Fuck you.
Literally, fuck you, bitch. I'd literally, bitch. Because if I could literally go toe to toe, with the person who
Goldman
started the Industrial
Sachs?
Revolution,
No, literally.
I actually would.
And JP Morgana. Like, fuck you.
And they'd
your
have to reap what
mama.
they sow because I literally finished a show about no. And let me stop. We're not talking about weapons on the pod, but anyway, I'm just like because they'd be hella mad talking about maybe we should build like a. And I pull up with the weapon from literally 3,000 years later. They're literally about to be like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, right. No, like think about what you're doing, babe, because I literally just want to eat grape and swim.
Eat grape and swim.
That's what I was born to do.
I was literally born to eat grape and swim.
I was born to eat grape and swim, and now I'm literally on Hinge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't even make sense.
It's
It really
fucking
doesn't make
sick.
sense. It doesn't
It's
make
fucking
sense.
sick.
But anyway, what's been and guys, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for holding space. If you've held space this long, like thanks for holding space.
No,
Just had
thank
to
you
run
for
like a
holding
real
space
quick, like
type
raw
shit.
as fuck, like with the team type shit. But what's been up?
I went to the Mk.gee concert. Guys, I have shit to talk. Okay, so I went to the concert with shout out Q.
Shout out Q, who we will have back, y'all. We hear your cries.
We hear the cries.
Don't even worry, we got something special cooking.
We have something special cooking. Q will be back. Bruh. So I went to this concert, so stoked, so excited. Like, y'all already know he be on some beautiful ones, like Prince the Revolution, gorgeous shit. Like, just music on T.
The
You know
girls
what
love
I mean?
Mk.gee, huh?
Oh.
They love Mk.gee.
Mama, did you see my story?
Which one?
He looked bad as hell with his shirt off. She don't give a fuck, okay?
I've like personally been like making an active effort to release myself from the shackles
I know
of white men.
white people, but I was just like, I'm like, but can't you give someone a flower or two when they bad?
Okay. Go ahead. Just keep talking about it.
Never mind. I just thought maybe I'd get like a ...
I've literally never even seen his actual face.
Don't matter.
And it noodle.
No, I mean, he's bad. But silhouette on D. Anyways, the fog and the silhouette was really like,
because when the apocalypse happens, all that's going to be left is roaches and literally malnourished white men. Like, that's going to be it.
That's it, mama. They've been training for this shit. So anyways, my point is, shit was beautiful as fuck. They have.
Oh my God. I'm free. Go ahead.
So anyways, I'm at this concert. It's beautiful. The opener, gorgeous. So good. Great music. Whatever.
Love.
So took some shrooms. Obviously, to get my fucking mind right.
Yeah.
Like literally to get in the space where you ascend. And if you take shrooms, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I was ready to ascend higher on a higher vibration known to man.
Yeah.
The spiritual realm. Like I was trying to go there.
No, hella.
Tell me why. I hear this aggravating, annoying motherfucking wench behind me. Bro, he starts playing his music. Gorgeous, beautiful. Like if you've seen him in person, then you know that shit's dead ass spiritual. Shrooms or not. All of a sudden, I literally hear behind me while homie is singing like the most beautiful music you've ever heard in your whole entire life. I hear this stupid fucking wench behind me literally harmonizing with him. Random dude. Random fucking SoundCloud bitch, asshole, I don't even know. And here's the thing, I'm okay if you're gonna harmonize, right? If you want to hit a little 1-2, let people know that like you went to Guitar Hero School of Music, like period. I don't really give a fuck, right? That's okay. It's a concert. You're allowed to enjoy yourself. You're allowed to sing, because I will be too. There's something about the way, as loud as possible, you're harmonizing the fuck down. Okay, strike one. When he's like quiet, like literally he'd be like, you know, and just playing his guitar, he'd be like, like
no.
literally like literally like that after, as if it's just like spontaneous fucking like sing along. And he'd just be like, like, girl, you got to be kidding me. Because see how you're not the artist? And it was just giving like, do you think you're going to get scouted in the pit?
Yes.
If you're sitting in VIP.
Because what Lady Gaga said and y'all didn't hear her. He heard her. Okay? There can be 100 people in a room, ho. You just need one.
You just need one.
You just need the Sony producer who's in GA at Mk.gee for some reason, standing 2 people to your right, and I'm like, to hear that harmony.
I'm like, see how you miss the VIP balcony there, the VIP balcony there, bitch.
Well, because he's ground up.
Well, he's
humble beginnings in the GA.
So I was like, are we like at this point? He needed to leave out a fucking tip hat for us to start dropping fucking coins in that shit because he was trying to outdo the doer.
The ADHD that just happened right now, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go.
That made me think about this girl. Did you see the clip of the girl at the Nile concert who literally got brought up on stage to sing? And she literally tore the house down. Boots, 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 mama, boots, slay. Like Nile literally should have been like, cut that bitch mic off. Like literally shut the fuck up, bitch. Like her version type shit. Which then made me think about, which is why I gasped, I'm going to watch this back and I'm going to actually see like my brain in real time, which then made me think about how Harry was at Niall's concert, literally singing along to Stockholm Syndrome.
I'll kill you.
I'll literally kill you. That's all. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that. Genuinely, like
that's what I mean.
Started fight or flight.
No, that's what I mean. Cause how you finna sit at the rock concert trying to out rock the rocker? Like, shut up. So at first I'm like trying to be chill about it. Again, keep in mind when you're on shrooms, like you gotta like.
Oh no.
Oh, you know, you gotta keep your feng shui tight, or else. I already know where I'm going with this.
No, bro.
So whatever. Piss me off one time. Fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, and let it rain on you. So this is what happens. Okay.
You have a sing off?
So, no. So he's singing, pissing me off real bad. But I literally just turn around and I just like look to even see who's doing it, right? There's a group of like 9 fucking dudes and they're like hyping him the fuck up. Like he's literally like dancing and he's like, how you looking up? Like I was just like, stop. So then, okay. I'm starting to get really mad. Okay. I'm starting to get really fucking pissed off. Really pissed off. Then in the middle of the concert, Mk.gee sings the most beautiful music in the whole entire world. Like literally angels are coming down from heaven to watch. He's talking so loud over him, being like, where's the saxophone? Where's the saxophone? If you I will literally shove a saxophone up your fucking ass. Like shut the fuck up. So he's like screaming that at him. He's like trying to sing. You're all the way in the back. He can't fucking hear you. He doesn't give a fuck. At this point, everyone's turning around being like, who, what? And he's just like singing so loud and being annoying. And he's like, sing this song. Where I lost it. Y'all, if you know me, you know I have levels to this shit. And I hit my level bad as fuck because tell me why he gonna start tapping on people's shoulders, being like, look what I have, look what I have. And I guess it's like unreleased Mk.gee music. So he taps on Q. He taps on Q and he's like, look what I have, look what I have. I turn around and I'm so mad, bro, because you're fucking up my feng shui. You're taking away my shroom ascendant and you're fucking bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't care that you have unreleased music. Like, I don't care because we're here. We're now in the present. Like, who do you think people know? See how you're getting doxxed right now? See how literally everyone hates you? No one wants to sign you. You know what? I don't care if you have the voice of an angel. You're fucking annoying. So you should never know success in your life, okay? So I turn around to his ass and I literally go, bro, you literally need to shut the fuck up and stop talking. I don't give a fuck. I was so mad. He literally goes, I didn't even do this wrong. Oh.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, they go go way more back. They never talk again. The whole rest of the concert. Use your voice, people. Guys, I literally wrote it down in my notes app. I was so pissed off. Let me even see what I wrote. Because I was like, I need to talk about this on the podcast.
No, that's insane.
I literally was like, straight men are so fucking annoying. Like, Mk.gee isn't gonna fucking scout you. Holy shit. That's how mad I was.
No, Mk.gee has earpieces in, babe.
Like, I was literally like, mama, he can't hear you. No one can hear you except the people near you. And I'm going to kill you because of that shit. Like, on a motherfucking, put that on a fucking t-shirt, bitch. Okay. I was so mad.
No, because that's crazy.
I've never been that mad in my whole entire life. Like, to the point where I literally pop off in person.
Tea.
Mama,
I know people were lit that you did that too.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, because I literally was like, he needs to stop. He's scared. He needs to stop. He's scaring the hoes. And everyone was like laughing. And I'm like, no, I'm very fucking serious.
No, hell.
Like, I'm like, see how no hoes around here.
No hoes around here.
So anyways, that happened at that concert. And it was the most absurd shit ever in my whole... I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe that. I couldn't even believe that. I was like, you cannot even be so serious.
Yeah. No, and they do be serious. The O just takes me out because I'm like, men literally like be taking up hella space like fee, fi, fo, motherfucking fum and have no idea. And like, how you better be like, oh.
I'm like, what would make you think that A, we want to listen to you sing? B, we want to hear you fucking yell about a goddamn saxophone. C, give a fuck about the unreleased music on your fucking phone. Okay? I could probably go on Reddit and find the fucking same thing, you piece of shit.
It's just like, no, it's not the place.
You're so annoying. You're
very
so
much
annoying.
Not mindful.
Literally ruining my vibe. See, and now I had to fucking yell at you. and call you stupid fucking whore.
Very much not mindful, very much very not demure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I literally had to like bully. Like I had to go.
No,
there.
that's real though. And I'm sure the people around you, because like there are people out there like me who would literally never say anything.
Oh, I had to.
And would actually be sick the entire time.
If you were there, what was that? Sunday night? And you were in the back GA part. You know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. And you know that we had to kill him off the island.
Real mad.
He had to get voted off.
No,
the worst part was his friends. Why were his friends gassing him so much?
Well, that's how you like breed something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a village.
But they were like, laughing. It was just like, what's funny? He's performing right now. Why'd you buy a ticket?
Why'd you buy a ticket?
If you want to, like, literally, you have better chances getting scouted performing outside his show. Okay? I'll leave it there.
No, tea. And that's hella fucking tea.
So that happened.
No, and the girlies like mobbed to McGee. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, we have to, obviously. Like, he's so tea. His music is so tea. I was like, I feel like this is what it probably felt like seeing Prince live.
Wow.
You know? Just so
I'll do some studying. I'll do some researching. Well, damn, I didn't go to a fucking McGee concert. I'm like.
We went to Lava.
Okay, we did go to Lava. Lava was me literally like sitting here like princess crazy. Lava was so much fun and I bought so much stuff and I literally don't have money. And then I'm also actually like in the process of moving right now. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it shake, but like it will be shook. But spending like literally $200 at Lava was not helpful.
Wait. Shout out Isaiah and Brandon.
I know. Shout out Coco. Shout out Star. Ugh, I need to like write everyone's names down.
I know.
More.
I need to write them down. But Isaiah and Brandon were telling us about how they're the cutest couple, by the way.
Yeah. Also, God damn it. Yeah, I'm really gonna break this real quick. Because Hinge is literally over, TikTok's in.
Oh, well, that's what they were telling us.
Why is that like the fifth fucking couple that I know that met on TikTok?
So we were talking to Isaiah and Brandon at Lava, and they were telling us about how they met because they're so fucking cute. And we were like, yeah, Hinge is ghetto. They met on fucking TikTok. I need to get on my Zoom.
No, real bad. Also, shout out Faith, obviously, who literally met her man on TikTok too. I'm like, so everybody's just like meeting on TikTok, but see how my TikTok is literally just like memes and fart? Like, I don't know. Mine is not like baddies in your area. Like, how do you get that setting?
And mine was literally like spam bots with like fucking, like, let me be your sugar daddy, $3,000 a month. I'm like, fuck you.
Dude, I have one guy on my Instagram. There's like been one guy on my Instagram who's like this older guy who like when he first followed me used to hit me up on some like, hey, da 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 da, and he to this day like likes my stuff and like is really like genuinely on some just like, hey, like da da da. I'm like
trying to be a sugar daddy.
I'm like literally one more failed crush away from literally being like, oh, I almost doxed the fuck out of him, but literally just being like, hey, Tim, like still up for I don't know, like a staycation, like I don't know, like. Stop.
No, like separate rooms, staycation, and like the door the door closer thing behind you. Yeah, I'm there now.
Well, okay, here's the thing
like, I'm
too.
not even a failed.
I'm also like, and also we can run a little bit over since, you know, let's balance out the feng shui here. But here's the thing too, right? Is like, God damn, and the day that we stop talking about dating, we're done. Did you guys know that? Like the day that we literally like get locked down, the doors to this will close.
Getting locked down because the universe was like, well, that takes about 1/3 of the fucking podcast away.
Well, I was gonna say this, right? Like to my girlies who are meeting their men on TikTok. Here's the problem with that for me. I was just telling Q this the other day. Also, this is rooted in patriarchal thinking. Gonna clock that now. Now I will proceed. I post on my TikTok. Okay. TikTok is interesting because I have like this relationship where some days I'm like, delete it, burn the whole thing, don't want anyone to ever perceive me ever, like stop. Then other days I'm like, oh my God, I just key with my girls. Like it's hella just giving like bitches literally close friends. And like the format of filming is just so much more tea. Like I'm literally just like, girl, turn that shit on, post it, fuck it. Guess we both ain't shit. The idea of a man going on my TikTok right now where lives like a 1D like ranking video or two and being like, oh, she's bad. Let me hit her up. Are you guys being fucking for real? I was telling Q, and again, some of this shit has to live on the Patreon. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not even trying to be fucking like Queen Elizabeth or anything, but I'm just like, some of this shit is too Doxicana to like go into detail here. But I'll just say this. If I followed a motherfucker now with how my bank account looking, you know what I'm saying? Or how my TikTok looking right now, it's just giving like you in my brain, again, this is very patriarchal. This is very much like you need to like love yourself fully. Like you need to like debunk that like women need to be like demure type shit. But if I literally followed a motherfucker on my TikTok as it is right now, he would literally have to think I'm like literally like LA's baddest. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally be on there like, like literally ba ba ba. What happened to be mysterious? Can I talk to you for 1 second? You know? Because like some of the girls got that shit. Like they got that like this is Instagram slides but better, like premium content on TikTok, and mine gives very much this is like if you were on my spam.
Realica, Tealica. That's why I literally block like every single like person who I've ever like even thought about once on TikTok because I go on that hoe. Let's see. Just woke up, didn't brush my teeth, didn't wash my hair, feng shui, fucked up, talking on some, hey y'all, so,
But this is like, this is what I mean when I'm like, so.
and worse, one worse to add on to it. Yeah, guys, so I'm in another failed talking stage and mama, no one wants your ass. Like, don't even off those vibes alone is giving because my shit's curated for the fucking like the people who fuck with me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But
yeah, so
wouldn't
like,
it be so sweet?
Wouldn't it be so sweet
if you could just get the whole package up front and then like buy into it? You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm like, guys, the girlies who be like, we met on TikTok. Like, I'm like, okay, but. Like, what do y'all post on there?
Yeah. Well, honestly, hey, listen, if you see my shit and you fuck with me, if you fuck with me, G-O-D.
No, like, if you fuck with me, like...
Right.
Like, what the fuck we finna do? Like, I don't really know.
What the fuck we finna do now?
Type shit I'm on for real.
Well, I mean, I don't know at this point, so...
Oh, my God.
It's ghetto-licious, though. But anyways, that was a story of hope and inspiration. So, you know, get on your Zoom.
The yawning? Like, oh, my God, guys. Like, she's okay, I promise. Get on your Zoom, and we're filming a Patreon video today. So if you want to see the, like, bleed over of this conversation, because this is, like, leading into other things I wanted to talk about, I'm like, y'all can meet us over there. For the girlies who are patrons. And if you're not, it's okay. We love you just the same.
Yeah, we love you just the same.
Ain't even tea like that.
Oh, what's your media for the week?
My media for the week is Mistress Isabel Brooks's fucking YouTube channel. That bitch be on there cutting the fuck up. Specifically her Dress to Impress videos, and specifically she just dropped a collab with Gia Gunn like this last week that I've literally seen about 4 or 5 times. That bitch be cutting up. That bitch be cutting up. And that bitch be cutting up. So if you want to like literally have a key, like if you want to be weak, I would go to Mistress Isabel Brooks. Mistress Mondays.
Mistress Mondays. Thank you. Worst ex ever. It's like that Netflix series, True Crime.
That shit was dark, Tina.
Some of them are really dark, Tina.
Yeah, I was gagged.
But they have worst roommate ever.
Oh yeah.
And that shit's tea as
Classic.
fuck. But oh my gosh, I like watched all 4 episodes in one day. They're so good.
I was surprised that they only had 4 because the worst roommates ever had like 6 or 7.
Well, because it's like cut in 2 seasons.
Is it? So they drop like another half later?
They do like 4 and 4. I don't know what that's all about.
I need to stop. The day that I like free myself from true crime and coffee, bitch, I'm literally finna shake my head. Like, because the true crime be on my ass, bro. I like realize that every time, warning, dark mode. Like every time I take the trash out, I think I'm gonna find a body in it.
I'll do you one better. I realized why I get so scared when people like come up behind me or like tap me. Going to the Mk.gee concert, Q, we came separately, and I was like, oh, just like let me know where you were. I was on FaceTime talking to a friend, and Q literally, anytime anyone sneaks up on me, literally my roommate's boy, like it does not matter like who you are, I will literally scream like you just fucking put a knife to my shit.
Tight.
So he literally walks up and taps me lightly on the shoulder, and I go, oh my holy shit, you scared the fuck out of me. genuinely scared to my being, like shaking like a leaf. And he was like, I specifically walked really slow up to you because I knew that was going to scare the shit out of you. You can't win.
Guys,
okay?
We'll have Q back next month. Like, seriously, don't even worry.
So yeah, we love you guys.
We love you guys so much. Thanks for being here and thanks for listening to us gab as always.
As always. And if you want to hear what we have to say, find us where you find us on the Patreon.
You can find us on the Patreon. You can find us on the gram and on the Tik. And we'll be back same time next week with a very special guest, actually.
Oh, yeah. Ayy.
So, yeah, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Ta-ta.